I let y'all know my location because Big JJ Reddick with me, man. Proceed with caution, dog.
We're learning just how close shoppers came to a gunman when he started shooting inside a local food court.
I was in my 8th district, first of all, got at the Franklin Mills Mall. Entry 5, 3 shots heard inside of the food court near Old Navy in the 8th district, person with a gun. 1455 Franklin Mills at entry 5, 3 shots inside of the food court.
In 2021, I reported on the arrest of a Philadelphia man in the killing of 21-year-old Dominic Billa. Right from the outset, this case made headlines. Murders happen every day in Philly. In fact, in 2021, the year Dominic was killed, there were 1.5 murders a day in Philly on average. Dominic's stepdad works for the Philadelphia Police Department, and this shooting happened at a crowded mall with plenty of people and kids around. So the law wasn't letting this one go under the radar.
Damn, now this one hits a little closer to home. 115 people have died from gun violence so far this year, and one of them is Dominic Billa. This story was headlines because 1, it happened in the middle of a crowded mall, 2, it happened moments after Billa went live, and 3, because he's the stepson of a Philadelphia homicide detective.
Look, dumb as shit going to the mall, but I let y'all know.
Butters too.
Hold up, though, you me up. I let y'all know my location because Big JJ Reddick with me, man. Proceed with caution, dog.
Put a gunshots from inside.
Monday evening, people ran for their lives inside Philadelphia Mills Mall as gunfire erupted. 21-year-old Dominic Billa was struck at least 5 times in the chest and pronounced dead at the scene. In this food court surveillance video, a man is seen throwing a man on crutches to the ground. Police say a large fist fight then broke out and shots were fired. Investigators are looking over the surveillance video. Billa was seen on an Instagram video prior to the shooting walking into the mall wearing similar clothes as the man seen on surveillance attacking the man on crutches.
After going live to claim he's got JJ Reddick, referencing one of the best shooters in the NBA with him, warning any potential threats that the pair are armed. Billa went into the mall, and after only a few minutes, he got into a fist fight, and suddenly 5 shots were fired. And I'll say it once again, this was in the middle of a crowded mall.
First, we thought this large balloon popped, so everyone looked up, and we heard more, so that's when everyone started to get up and scream and run.
Denise Mayer and her 9-year-old son Jalen were eating pizza, then ran. They were trampled. Mayer believes she cracked a rib. Both her and Jalen have bruises and scrapes. This is on the heels of recent shootings across the country. Many did not know if this was an active shooter situation. Police locked down the mall, and the SWAT team went store to store to clear the mall.
This definitely makes me think twice every time I bring my kids out the house now. You don't know if today is the day some burnt out dude is gonna do something dumb that's life-changing and they can't take it back.
The bullets were coming in our way.
Jamie and her family were eating in the food court when she heard the gunfire.
I heard like a balloon at the beginning, but then they were coming back to back, so we figured it was a shooting. So we started running, and then I didn't see my mom. It was crazy.
Jamie, who's pregnant, was at the mall trying to get a dress for her baby shower. Other shoppers dropped what they had.
On April 28th, police arrested 21-year-old Gregory Smith in this incident. Smith is from the northeast part of the city, specifically Oxford Circle, and has a lengthy arrest history ranging from possession of weed to illegally carrying firearms. It's hard to find much more info on Smith that's relevant here. Listen, we all see the stories on TV and read the headlines on the gram. We see the destruction going on around us, and with police and private cameras everywhere, with body cam footage and Instagram and Facebook Live, we see exactly how and why people are losing their life. In this case, Dominic Billa lost his life over nothing, and senseless violence is a parent's worst nightmare.
Attorney General Michelle Henry announced that a Philadelphia man was sentenced to 26 to 52 years in a state correctional facility for the 2021 murder of 21-year-old Dominic Billa and the attempted murder of another man at the Philadelphia Mills Mall. Earlier this year, a Philadelphia jury convicted 23-year-old Gregory Smith of third-degree murder, attempted murder, and possession of an instrument of crime. The affidavit of probable cause for arrest stated that on Monday, March 29, 2021, at about 5:05 p.m., police from the 8th District responded to a radio call of a person with a gun and a shooting at 1455 Franklin Mills Circle, which was inside the Franklin Mills Mall. Upon arrival, officers observed Dominic Billa Lewis unresponsive inside the mall in the food court area. He was lying on the floor and had suffered a single gunshot wound to the upper chest. Medics responded immediately and pronounced the victim, Dominic Billa, dead on location at 5:18 p.m. The investigation also determined that John Bailey, 24, who went to the aid of Billa, was shot at multiple times but not injured. The incident was captured by various surveillance cameras inside the mall. Dominic Billa Lewis approached a male, later identified as Joseph Dorsey, and sucker punched him. Joseph Dorsey was on crutches and with another man, later identified as Gregory Smith. They were also with a light-skinned woman that day. Immediately after Billa swung at Dorsey, Gregory Smith pulled out a gun and shot at Billa at least 2 times, striking him once in the chest. Dominic Billa ran a short distance and then collapsed. Gregory Smith turned and fired his gun at John Bailey, Big JJ Reddick from the beginning of the video, who was in the food court at the time. Joseph Dorsey and Gregory Smith then fled the mall and got on the SEPTA bus parked outside. The SEPTA bus was equipped with video surveillance cameras which depicted the two getting on the bus at the mall and getting off the bus at Knights and Dunks Ferry Road. A witness who testified in court said that on Monday, March 29, 2021, that the witness received a phone call from Joseph Dorsey, who stated that there was just a shooting at the mall and they were, quote, on the run. Dorsey requested that the witness order them an Uber, which at that time was refused. Over the next 3 days, Dorsey called the witness multiple times, at one point detailing that Gregory Smith, who was with him on the run, did the shooting at the mall. On Thursday, April 1st, 2021, the witness used the Lyft app on her cell phone and ordered a ride share for Dorsey and Smith from New Jersey to Philadelphia at Dorsey's request. The witness viewed the recovered video footage of the entire incident and positively identified Joseph Dorsey as the male on crutches and Gregory Smith as the shooter. When it came to her children, Nikisha Billa always stocked up when she found a good deal. After one shopping trip, she and her son Dominic Billa came home with 4 pairs of sneakers for him, thanks to a buy one, get one half off sale. Later that day, one of Dominic's friends came over to play video games. The friend was in a vulnerable state. His father had been murdered and his mother was incarcerated, and he didn't have much, so Nikisha was surprised a few hours later when she spotted Dominic's friend with a brand new pair of sneakers on his feet and a shoebox in his arms as he headed out the door. Dominic told his mother, "I know what you're gonna say. He doesn't have anyone to take care of him. He has holes in his shoes and he had to make plastic bags inside so his feet don't get wet. So I gave him 2 pairs. Nikisha praised Dominic for his generosity and kindness, but pointed out that sneakers are expensive and he could have easily given his friend one of his old pairs. Dominic said, "Don't nobody like hand-me-downs. Everyone deserves the best." Nikisha said that's the type of person that he was. Keeping up with the latest styles was important to Dominic. On March 29, 2021, he was at the Philadelphia Mall shopping for new clothes. Then he planned to stop by the Steams Fitters local union 420 to see about an apprenticeship program. Dominic's birthday was 420, or April 20th, 1999, so he felt confident about it. This is how the media wrote about Dominic Billa for the most part after his passing. And that's what frustrates me about Philadelphia media. They try to portray certain images to the public about what's happening in these cases, and then they want to pick and choose who they want to paint as victims and as criminals. The way the media reported on this story was crazy, and the conspiratorial part of me wants to blame it on the fact that the person killed was the stepson of a cop. District Attorney Larry Krasner confirmed that Billa was the stepson of a detective assigned to his office's homicide/non-fatal shooting unit. Let's be very clear about what happened here. Dominic Billa and John Bailey attacked a man on crutches. Gregory Smith felt he had the right to defend himself and his friends with equal or greater force. In this case, a gunshot. It's very simple. If you don't want to get killed, don't go on live giving away your location, saying you got the best shooter with you, then proceed to attack a disabled man in the mall. I'm not victim blaming, but I'm very disappointed with the way that this story was framed. Very seldomly are there, quote, good guys and bad guys. There are good guys who make bad decisions and bad guys who make good decisions, and vice versa. In this case, we have two guys who made bad decisions compounded by each other, with both parties paying consequences. In this case, Dominic Billa paid the ultimate price, his life. Thanks for watching. This has been American Confidential. Be safe.